like I said, really surprisingly, but I mean, it was fun.
What's going on, guys? Welcome to episode 1, season 2 of the Game Talk podcast. It's a little different because we don't have an overlay yet, so if you guys want to, help some brothers out, we would actually appreciate it. We do need a new overlay with this new channel, and, well, the marketing goes as far as color schemes, anything goes. So whatever you guys want to do, let us know down below. So, guys, new channel, new episode, new season. What do you guys think about this? Do you guys think we can at least outperform our first season or no?
Oh, that's gonna be tough.
That's going to be really tough because we've had some pretty interesting streams.
Yes. In fact, I mean, well, because this is our stream, so we're going to be able to put anybody in here that we want to put in here. So hopefully, we'll be able to put people in here that can really liven this up. Let it be debates, let it be sort of like a Rumble Arena sort of effect. Who knows? But this feels great. I am down here in the studio. I am filming this live, and it's nice. I have all that space now. You guys are going to have to hear, my girl screaming in the background or other situations taking place up there that nobody needs to hear. So, what do you guys think about the new channel, man? We followed our new channel. Wow!
Yeah, I'm excited about it.
Rebel's like, what the hell?
I'm like, and then Shane's like responds like, I'm excited about it. Like you can tell.
I was concentrating on something.
Hey, Storm, that sounds amazing. That'd be great. Let's see. I can actually watch a podcast from the start for once. Yes, you can, Spud Nova, because we are not going to be doing it that late all the time, like on the old channel. So we're going to try to do our best to make it somewhat earlier. I'm working a lot of early hours, and the latest I'll be working is around 8 o'clock. So hopefully we can keep this going at this time frame. That would be nice. If not, it'll be a little bit more than that. But other than that, every now and then it'll probably be, 10 p.m. again. Oh, yeah, and another thing is, you guys, so we were talking amongst the three of us about the possibilities of changing days and whatnot. What do you guys think in the comments? Do you think it'll be a good idea to change up the days? Either adding another episode, taking one away, doing this on a bi-weekly thing to where, like, whatever comes up is what we'll talk about and we'll do a cast on then, or we just keep it consistent with the dates and times. I'm a little bit, I guess I'm a little open to a little bit of everything. I mean, what do you two think?
I'm open to really anything because I know that there's some of our viewers that they can't do certain days or even certain times. So mixing it up so that way some of these people can catch our show live. I think will definitely open up our audience more and the audience interaction. So I think that just kind of mixing it up, kind of like we're mixing up that fourth person.
Yeah.
I think it'll definitely go well with the crowd that we have.
Right.
Yeah, the Wednesday episode is, actually, there's two ways to look at it. The Friday episode, not enough happens, I think, between Wednesday and Friday for us to really, make the Friday episode interesting, or nothing will happen on Wednesday and a bunch will happen on Friday. So I don't know. I'm kind of torn between that, those two.
Yeah, that's true.
Well, I know when we were doing it like the 3 days a week at the very beginning, we ran into that situation where we were like, fuck, what do we talk about now? We talked about this 2 episodes ago, remember? So we were like, you know what? I came up with the idea because I felt like that 3rd episode was kind of lackluster. Nobody was really feeling that podcast. In fact, we were all kind of like, I don't really want to do this tonight. And you could tell in the podcast, like, we were just not wanting to be there. So I mean, I would like to try to avoid that, but now that we could really just bring on anybody and not have to worry about it, I mean, like, this is going to open a lot of doors for us. It's like I said, one door closed, many more open. So,
yeah. I mean, because now, where maybe the content might be dry, maybe the day that we could bring someone on that has that we know is either going to be kind of a debate or liven the discussion up regarding just anything.
Yeah.
To give another aspect to the cast rather than just kind of us talking or whatever each episode.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's a good idea. And not to mention, guys, don't forget that all three of us will be streaming our games here sometimes. You know, we're gonna be doing. I think we talked about this before. I don't know if we really went into detail with it on the cast itself, but I know the three of us talked about this. But what do you guys think in the comments below? Like, what do you guys think of the possibilities of us getting game key for reviews of these games, and then live streaming them here on YouTube and talking about the game, and hopes to, I don't know, promote that game, especially if it's not heard of. Maybe give it to an audience that, you know, it could interest them. You know, I mean, Rambo, we were talking about this with Shane. What do you guys think? Like, do you guys think we should kind of bring that up right now? I mean.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's a good idea because, I mean, we're starting to get more and more of these review codes, and I think that, I mean, if people are, I guess I've gotten pretty good reception from the people that do come over to my channel. So I mean, if we would like to get it centralized into one location to where people can actually just come here and watch it, maybe put a light on these lower level devs. I think that might, I like the idea. I mean, I'm hoping that they do, because it, you know, it definitely could turn into bigger and better deals throughout the gaming industry.
Yeah, and it really could. I really do enjoy like diving into some of these, you know, unheard of games where people are kind of like, what is this? What the hell are you guys playing? And it's like, oh, well, this is this game. Does it look good? And like get them kind of hyped for it, because it seems like a lot of the publishing that they do versus going with a major corporation, it just pales in comparison. But I know they're not spending as much money as is to say if they're going through Steam. But as we already know, for that, you know, that part of the publishing with Steam, they don't really push for sales as much. You know what I mean? I mean, you give them, what, $100, they put your game on there, and you just hope it does good. Well, where you work, you know, with a major corporation, they'll actually, not only are you paying the extra amount, but they're actually kind of trying to push your game to the front to see if you can get it to sell. So,
yeah, Rambo and I were just talking about that. There's this Unboxed Newbies Adventure game, and that's an unheard of game to me, and we got review codes for that. I mean,
oh yeah, that's right. You guys did get it. So how is that game so far? You guys actually having fun with it?
I finished it and did a review on it on my channel, and it's actually it was kind of weird. It's like, you think of it like, oh god, you know, here I am going to be playing as a box, but it ends up being an actually kind of like fun game. I still find myself going back, even though I played it and beat, I still find myself going back and wanting to collect all the collectibles and stuff, and I don't do that to games, especially the indie games that I just don't enjoy.
Yeah.
But all in all, the game is actually pretty fun, and it can get me to go back and actually play it. So
that's cool.
That says a lot when it comes to indie games.
Yeah,
absolutely. Indie games are usually kind of like a one and done.
Right, you're just kind of like, okay, I sort of lived through this, and I will never play this again.
Yep, that's good enough.
You forgot Switch, bitches. Oh yeah, I mean, Nintendo doesn't really, I mean, how do I say this? I don't feel like they do a good enough job at pushing their games as far as indies go, but
although
they're only allowed to do it themselves, and
yeah,
that's the dangerous thing of doing anything with Nintendo, is that I don't want to sign this channel up, or any channel up, to that stupid Nintendo's program, because
oh hell no,
I have a hard time paying them for me doing streaming their game for them or whatever. I just find that to be ass backwards.
But although if you guys wanted to see some Switch content, there is a Switch in my house now. It is Metrox's Switch, but maybe we could live stream some of that over on Mixer or something.
Yeah, that seems to be a safer place to do it than YouTube.
So I want to explain my avatar real quick. Aquarius, if you remember at the very beginning when Omega Jim made these for us, part of the joke at the very beginning was that I was a drug dealer pushing methamphetamines out of my house, and I was like forcing my neighbors to manufacture it for me and stash my drugs under their house and then make money for me. So
neighbors might actually
so my character looks like he's worried because he's gonna get caught for pushing all these drugs, you know. And that was a pretty long going joke at the very beginning too. That lasted for almost 30 episodes.
Oh yeah, that was actually kind of funny. That was that was a joke that just kept giving every time that you were late or whatever.
Yeah, he was selling drugs. He was selling
Yep.
drugs, guys. Confirmed selling drugs. But yeah, so I'm sure there's gonna be some interesting topics tonight. I mean, I know Rambo's got some Twitter tells, and oh yeah, that's another thing. We're looking at possibly making a segment out of, our show here, where Twitter will, or should I say, Rambo will be reporting on Twitter like he's in some sort of war zone, like he's an anchor. You're gonna hear fucking bombs and missiles going off all over his head if I can find all of the sound effects for it.
Oh, I got you there.
I think that shit would be hilarious, honestly. Like, I think it would be great.
It is a fucking war on Twitter, man.
So yeah, with like when you're watching the news and there's two anchors and they cut away to the weatherman or the reporter out in the middle of nowhere, that's what Brim and I would do.
All right, and so our first rotation for the night is Pete. We're gonna bring in this edgelord gangsta motherfucker. What's up, edgelord gangsta motherfucker?
What's good?
What's going on, man?
Just chilling. How about you guys?
As you know, today is the launch of the new channel. We've kind of been working.
I know. I came to this new channel and all I got was this lousy splash screen.
Yo, fuck yo couch, sucker.
Don't make Brim's neighbors, shoot you or anything. They are drug dealers.
I was gonna say, fucking drug dealers.
Proud to be an Xbox. Yeah, hell yeah, Xbox pride, son.
How do you think he affords all those games, right?
What he left out of that was an addict, whatever, like at the end of the fan.
Yeah.
Because he's the Xbox fanatic.
Hey.
Just built
a
new studio. Where'd the money come for that, huh?
Yo, man, I gotta do what I gotta do for this studio, bro. No one else gonna be paying my bills, sucker. So I gotta push these trailer park hoes to do what I need them to do. That's how this works.
Riding that white pony.
Hell yeah. Well, technically, I'm not riding no white pony or chasing any dragons. I got my customers for that shit. Oh, wait, that was some inside business shit. Sorry, guys. I can't let you guys all know what I do on the side, if you know what I mean.
Whatever happened to customer privacy?
Confidentiality agreements? Yeah, I forgot to print that shit up. I didn't even think about that. Good.
You didn't take the drug dealer oath.
No. Well, I figured that was only good in Brazil, so, I figured we're not in Brazil, so why bother, right? Peter, what do you want to talk about tonight, man? Anything going on in your world? Anything going on at all?
The YouTube thing. Been watching all about that. That was pretty.
What happened with the YouTube thing?
Well, I guess because Jordan Peterson couldn't get into his account yesterday, and then there was Lauren Southern with Patreon, and then Ruben had the CEO of Patreon on and said some weird shit, and then there was something else that happened on YouTube too, and they put out a new, like, not terms of service, but I don't know, guidelines or whatever on who they're going to be shadow banning and relegating to this new, like, special weird limbo place where your video exists but you can't comment on it, share it, like it, or anything like, it's just
it's for all the wrong thinkers,
right? God.
Well, I can tell you that YouTube is doing a great job actually, at promoting Vidme.
Right.
I see Vidme growing exponentially here soon, because of the fact of what YouTube is doing. YouTube, I think, is trying to get rid of a ton of creators, and go more towards the cable channel.
Yeah, they want YouTube TV to be just like cable TV.
Yeah, I think that's where they want to put their money in instead of like having the creators on there. That's the reason why I started uploading a couple of my reviews that I did recently onto Vidme. I'm gonna start trying to slowly mirror my uploads each time I upload to the channel, so that way I can slowly start moving the audience over to Vidme, because of the fact that right now they're not attacking game channels. Because they said
it's only a matter of time, though.
Yeah, they said that the games are, as long as it's not like clips meant to be for violent clips. But if you're just playing the game and it happens to be a violent game, they're not going to worry about that. no big deal, because that's just part of the thing. But they also said they weren't going to be doing this before, like what they're doing now. So it's just a matter of time before they start pushing their creators that they don't want off of the thing, off of the platform. And I think that they're really pushing more towards definitely all the lower end creators. So I see Vidme, and Vidme started to do a monetization type thing through ads and stuff.
Good.
And subscribers also get you get like $2.99 a subscriber once you become partnered with them. So it's just a matter of time, I think, before Vidme becomes the go-to place for like gamers and political thing. Because right now Vidme is like really open. They'll let you talk about anything.
That's crazy though. Like, I think it's funny like how a small company like that is just so accepting, and where YouTube is this multi-billion-dollar fucking site, and they're trying to censor as many people as possible right now because of the whole SJW movement's trying to take over. Yep. People are easily offended nowadays, and yet there are still creators on this platform that are super racist. They hate everybody. They troll the community beyond belief. We're talking not just trolling, but literally doxing these guys and sharing their personal information online. I mean, and those guys are still up, you know what I mean? And they're still only going after those that are loudest, you know what I mean, that have the biggest communities. While these other ones that are barely getting up into the 100,000 plus range are still trolling the shit out of everybody, still being the racist bigots that they are, and yet somehow or another their channels are still around. I don't understand that. I think YouTube is really ass backwards right now with the people that they're trying to go after. They should be going after fucking everybody's shit, not just who they think is more of a threat.
They're catering to the wrong audience right now.
Oh yeah.
I mean, if they were really all about getting rid of racism or whatever it is that they want to say that they're against, then they'd be going after like Tariq Nasheed or fucking people like that just as much as they would go after, I mean, more so than like say Lauren Southern or fucking anybody like that.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know, so but they're never going to, and we know that. You know, they have a ideological bias, and okay, that's fine, but now you're pushing a lot of people off your platform, and they're going to want to go somewhere. They're going to make money because of that.
Oh yeah, dude, like I have a pretty good feeling that Vidme will become as big, if not bigger, than YouTube if this keeps going. If this keeps up,
oh yeah,
like fucking YouTube is going to become fucking MySpace, and Vidme is going to become Facebook, if you know what I mean. It's going to be that situation.
Yeah, I see it happening because it's setting up the exact same way that happened when Facebook took over MySpace, and sure, there's I mean, these people that think they're winning, I guess like the SJWs, they think they're winning because these wrong thinkers are being, you know, it's just a matter of time before YouTube comes after them, because YouTube is interested in guaranteed dollars.
Yeah.
And what better way to guarantee the dollars than to get away from individual creators and put on YouTube TV, to where we know that every ad and everything on that YouTube TV is going to be free money for them.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think they're walking a dangerous slope, and it's going to be interesting if PewDiePie ever starts uploading to Vidme, even just a few videos here and there, you'll definitely see what YouTube's intentions are behind it, because I guarantee you PewDiePie is not one they might not like his ways, but they definitely don't want to lose him, because he is very much
the most watched creator on YouTube.
Yeah. He is very much a very big pull to the site.
Especially with his roasting videos.
Oh god, yeah. He's fucking one of the best roasters now.
Ridiculous, dude. Like, I can't believe that guy.
I'll bet the only reason he hasn't went to Vidme or anywhere else yet is because he knows that their infrastructure couldn't handle it yet.
Oh yeah.
I'll bet you once one site gets enough servers going to where they could reliably handle most of his audience wanting to watch his content, he'll be gone. Because I mean, if they can come after him once like that, they can do it again.
Yep. It's just a matter of time. I mean, it's just a matter of time. Like right now, Vidme's still in the infancy stage, And so like there's like limits on how much you can upload per month and stuff like that, like how many gigabytes you can. Um, and so there's definitely a downside to Vidme, but that's just for right now. I think that the more and more they start seeing people come over and the more and more uploads they get, of course, they're going to dump back into their servers, dump back into their framework and build that platform up. I mean, since we, I guess I joined Vidme a while back. I just didn't upload anything. But since then, and that was like maybe a year ago, they've already created like to where you can add playlists, you can do all these different things to it. They've actually offer the support for monetization. I mean, so they are growing their platform, and they're growing it to me at a pretty fast rate in comparison to what I thought they would. Because I thought, who in the hell is going to take on YouTube? And they're doing it. They're doing a damn good job right now.
I really like their infrastructure. I mean, it's pretty nice.
Minds.com is a good replacement for Facebook too.
Yep, and I got invited to their IPO way back when they were looking for investors. They were inviting like the first 1,000 people or whatever to their IPO, and I didn't do anything. I really didn't think it was going to go anywhere, to tell you the truth. And it's one of those things that maybe I should have probably invested when I had like.
Well, Facebook wasn't too bad back then, and that's the thing. They started it at just the right time. Because as soon as people started hearing about him is when Facebook was starting to they were like censoring conservative pages and whatever there was a whole list of like nonsense that they were pulling similar to the shit that YouTube and Twitter and all them are pulling. So that worked out just perfectly, because I'll bet they got 1 million sign up just from that kind of shit.
Yeah, Halo, the problem with thinking that YouTube is just so powerful and so much of a presence, YouTube is creating its own competition. It's kind of like Obama did with the guns. Like, he wanted guns taken away, but every time that there was a shooting, he talked about gun control, banning these guns. It increased gun sales better than anybody could ever increase gun sales. And the more and more YouTube is doing the censoring shit and coming out saying, well, this is what we're doing. And we all know that whenever YouTube implements something, it's way overreaching. It goes beyond the scope of what they originally set out to do. And so they're basically saying, like, go somewhere else. And they're going to build up their competitor. They're their own worst enemy right now.
It was the same thing with MySpace and Facebook. I mean, come on, what, 10 years ago? Nobody would have thought that MySpace would have been dead in,
fuck
what,
no. I
2
remember
years, maybe?
Yeah, I remember being on MySpace, and people said, like, man, go to Facebook. And I went there, and I was like, who the fuck is going to ever get on this shit, man? Like,
yeah, it was plain as shit.
Pages,
yeah.
Nothing. And the next thing you know, it's like, that's where everybody was. And I
mean, I still remember when I was in a community college and you needed a real college email address to sign up for it even.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
It was so, I mean,
and yet Facebook grew into like the all-consuming thing that it is. So these things can definitely shift with, minimal, I don't know what you would say is, bad business on the part of the corporations.
Yeah, and just remember, whenever you upload to Vidme, you're starting out from scratch. So like, unless you let people know, hey, I'm going to Vidme, like that, your views are going to be very low. Everything's going to be very low. Like, you're starting from, nobody knows you. So it's going to be definitely hard for you to it's kind of hard to compare like how one thing is better than the other on that. But just know that if you put as much effort into your Vidme uploads as you do with your YouTube uploads in the very beginning when you first started YouTube, then you can see maybe what the comparisons would be. I think
so.
It's kind of hard to.
The thing about Vidme though is you can actually grow pretty fast if you utilize all your social media properly. So like, if you go to, let's say like you go to like Reddit, get your own Reddit set up, and then go to Twitter. The cool thing about Vidme, and this is one of the things I like about it anyways, it'll tell you who likes your video. And then when you like your video, it's gonna like heart the person's name underneath your video, so it shows like, hey, they like they like my shit. And it tells you actively who's watching your shit. So the moment you upload a video, it's almost like watching your stream, pretty much. Like you'll have it'll show like 15 or 16 people currently watching. I thought that was really cool. So watching active members of your community watch your stuff. I mean, that sounds kind of weird, I'm sure, for some people, but I don't know. I kind of like that. It kind of like instills like this what is it? Confidence, maybe a little bit more confidence in yourself, and you see people that are actively on your channel. So
that was really something cool. I noticed that too when I went to go look at somebody else's video on Vidme. It was like while you were watching, you looked at the bottom of it, and usually like on YouTube, you have to like look down and see how many views this video's got and stuff like that. But this thing actually had the views and like the total views, but then it also had that little section that said 98 people watching now.
Yep.
And so it's kind of like, damn, like it's actually showing you like how many people are doing the exact same thing you're doing. It was actually kind of like it was a weird thing, but a cool thing at the same time.
Yeah, it is. It's actually
very different.
Yeah, it's a different take on a similar platform, and there's other things about it that's really good too. Like the conversion rate from YouTube to them is super fucking fast. Like you could convert an entire channel in a
day's time. Yeah.
Well, less than a day, dude, because that shit is fast. Like.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Yeah, I definitely noticed that whenever I put a few videos over there. I mean, the shit was up and running and like published within like it seemed like seconds. Obviously, it was like maybe a couple of minutes for the 3 videos, but compare those 3 videos to the upload on YouTube was like a night and day difference.
Oh yeah, definitely, dude. And not to mention the community. All right, let's talk about the community for Vidme real quick. Like, Vidme's community is on point. Like, they try to help a lot of smaller guys out, and they try to help each other out as they grow, and I think that's really nice. So if you're a new YouTuber coming to Vidme, you're going to have somebody that's literally in the hundreds of thousands coming to your channel and subbing you, and then pushing your content. That happened to me. I think Rambo had one guy that was like, what, 2,000 or 3,000? And he immediately started going into your shit. And I was like, whoa, like, I don't even know this guy, man. And he just started following me, followed Rambo, followed, I think even followed Cyrus. I'm not sure. Shane, you put videos on there, haven't you? I'm sure he's probably followed you.
Yeah, the last time I put videos on there, I believe it was my Mountain Dew thing where I did the Mountain Dews like Stone Cold Steve Austin does the beers at the end of matches.
Oh, okay.
Which, by the way, that is coming with Dr. Pepper. So, yeah.
Because you're fast as fuck, boy.
Feel like the first one of whatever these video sites gets both live streaming and the ability to connect with like Twitch and them and Mixer. They're probably gonna be the winner.
Yeah, Vidme can get connect to Twitch and Facebook.
Do they have a live streaming feature though?
They don't have a live streaming.
No, but you can convert your you can convert your stream over to them. Yeah.
But it's Google Hangouts is for people who don't like dealing with either Twitch or anywhere else or whatever. You know, if you just want to get a bunch of people together talking, it is really handy.
Yeah.
And you don't have to have OBS, and you don't have to, So I feel like the first one to really tackle that, in addition to just like big server sizes, so there's no limits on how much you can upload and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
They're probably going to be the one to take over.
I mean, that's actually coming to Vidme. Like last update I heard from them, because they send me emails, and last week they were working on a live streaming platform. So I'm just waiting for that to actually happen. Because I got in with Vidme, like I signed up for them. I never like uploaded anything or whatever, but I signed up for them like when they first kind of launched, because they sent out like a big mass thing to all the different YouTubers. And I just signed up because I thought, let me go check this thing out. And at first it was kind of like the whole Facebook thing, like MySpace to Facebook. I looked at it and was like, I don't really see, I mean, after getting to where I'm at on YouTube, I don't really see this being as a viable thing at the time. But as time went on, it just seems like more and more, and it's really weird. Like what Brim said, like I uploaded a video and then all of a sudden, like I get this notification said that this one guy liked it and shared it, and I was like, huh? And so I looked, and like this guy has like a few thousand subscribers and whatever. I'm like going, this is odd because like you, I have yet to act. I mean, you know all the bigger YouTubers here, and for them to actually come to your channel is very fucking
rare.
I mean, like you have a better chance of probably hitting the lottery. And this was like just real quick. I didn't even like send it to anybody. I wasn't even really even sharing them out because I was just kind of like, I'm just getting them on there so that way my channel doesn't look bare. And this guy just like found, I guess as a new person coming to Vidme, with new uploads, and thought, or first uploads, whatever, thought, well, I'm going to share them out. So I mean, I'm planning on doing a video for Vidme, like kind of like a Vidme exclusive, because that seems to really be, when you put that in the title, like Vidme will actually promote that itself.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, the moment you start uploading regularly, you'll start seeing a lot of your videos on the front page.
Yes. And so I plan on doing that and kind of explaining, that I'm new and I really want it, because I really want to, I'm going to try to build that channel to be like my review channel, like where all my reviews go. I mean, obviously I'm still upload to YouTube for those that just don't want to switch over to Vidme, or until YouTube shuts me down. But I'm going to be uploading a lot of reviews on there, because I really think that the more and more I can focus a channel on just like the content I really want to do, then I can build from that audience, and I don't have people have different expectations of what my content's about.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think when I finally do, when Brimstone pushes me even more to get back into making videos, because we did set up a studio just about.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna like post on both sites and do a special video for Vidme introducing myself, like Rambo's saying.
Yeah, dude.
I think it really will help, and I'm just hoping that maybe we can all, not make this full switch to where we just don't do YouTube at all, but to where we can actually make.
You could if you had to.
Yeah, where we just don't put all of our eggs in one basket.
Yep.
It's always good to have that extra side, and
we would actually be like copying our eggs and filling up another basket.
Yeah, but I mean, it's always good to have that backup plan in case something goes south. And with the way YouTube's behaving, there's a big chance of that actually happening.
Yeah. Yes, I know, you guys. You guys hear my cat in the background. That's Chunky. She's down here. She misses me. She doesn't really get to fucking hang out with me very much. So she's over here meowing her fucking head off, wanting me to pet her, because I'm normally in the office upstairs with all this shit, and she's never, usually in the room with me. But now that I'm down here, she's like, I want attention, human! Pet me, motherfucker! Back. Yeah, she's just happy to see me. But yeah, I mean, seriously, like, Vidme is a damn good site. Like, it's not the best, but fuck, I don't see anybody else doing half the shit that they're doing, and they're just starting out,
no,
you know what I mean?
They're trying.
PewDiePie needs to make one. Crowdfund it.
Titanfall, you said that they're strict. What are the, like, that I have to know, because I don't know. I've never seen any kind of strict policy with them. So what did you run across with Vidme?
That is weird. So, I mean, I've uploaded most of my stuff over there and never had an issue.
Yeah.
I still can't believe Twitch doesn't
I use South Park clips in most of my videos. I've never had an issue there.
Yeah. Oh, probably. That might be a thing. Because we've all seen that ass. That's probably what it was.
Yes, sir.
I'm thinking that, probably would. Yeah, probably so.
Pornhub exists for a reason.
But if you do go over there, you can always give us a link, Titanfall.
Yeah, YouTube doesn't really like it, but they don't really have any control over their platform like that kind of control. It's more of after the fact, because there's so many people uploading to YouTube in an hour.
Somebody's crunching. Who's crunching?
That was me, like, lighting up my cigarette wrapper.
Man.
He'll smoke cancer sticks like a real man.
Did you what's it called? Hear about Tacoma launching finally?
Oh, the Tacoma finally launched?
Yes. And there was I don't know if they fixed it yet. I mean, I bought it, but I just haven't played it yet. But there was a huge problem. Huge problem. Like, whenever you got to the title screen and you press A to continue, it froze right there. It never went anywhere. And it happened for a lot of people. If you go to, like, their Xbox.com on your PC or whatever, and you, like, type in Tacoma to buy it, every single one of the reviews and the top reviews are all talking about there's a load screen glitch where you can't even go past it. You can't even play the game.
Oh, okay, this unboxed game is racist, Rambo. I don't know what you're talking about.
It's racist?
Yes, the Mexican box smuggles you in a crate to where you need to go. That's fucking...
Terrible.
Maybe that's why I like it.
You're a monster!
That's racist.
Man. So, anything in the news? Let's look at the news, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls of all ages.
Oh, please don't. Not that cancer.
What? What?
Do we have to?
What? Anything gaming news related? SKLDR8 or wait, Skilled Rebuilds linked us, Rambo, on Nikola's Tesla anti-gravity UFO technology.
Oh,
Explained.
Brim, look at Twitter. That is an overlay.
Wait, what's an overlay?
What?
Like a picture for and it even has spots for guests.
All right.
Oh, wow.
I like that.
Let me see.
I like that, yeah.
Hey, that's really sharp. Hey there, guy. That looks pretty good, eh?
He's got mine and Shayner's like at Twitter symbol backwards.
Huh?
Well, like right above my picture, the Rainbow picture, it has at Geek Essentials, and right above yours it says at Rainbow's Corner.
Yes, it does. Because I am now Rambo.
Hey.
And I am now Geek.
Well, hi.
Yeah, that's fine. If y'all want to talk to me, y'all can definitely at Geek Essentials.
No, I'm not taking your Twitter cancer. Nope.
Because, Shane rarely, really gets into his Twitter, you know what I mean? So definitely tweet Shane the most.
People today.
Tweet Shane the most because he's barely on it anyway, so,
Oh, you're an asshole. You know that.
What?
Objectively an asshole?
Is that objective,
No,
sir, or is that subjective? I mean, I need to know. These kind of things are important.
It's objectively a fact.
And so, when anybody does anything like that for us, I'm going to let you guys know. We will promote you. So, this overlay came from Yamana, or Yamanak side. So, what's going to happen is I will actually post your Twitter
Cyrus,
down below.
I see how we are now.
No. What are you doing, girl? I'm in the middle
Cyrus
of the
types in the chat. I heard Shane said PC gaming sucks. Are you trying to get me to get raped on Twitter? Is that what you're doing?
You're going to get raped, Shane, and you're going to enjoy it.
It's a good thing we don't have the comments like actually on our overlay. So when people go back and watch it, they don't get to actually...
Rajik! What's up, Rajik? Oh, yeah, you know what? We should probably, post that up in the Discord, huh? Yeah, we probably didn't do that.
And tweet out the link to the cast or something, yeah.
That would
Told everybody last time to subscribe to the new channel. What the hell, guys?
Yeah, I tweeted it out on the Game Talk podcast and on mine.
Oh, I was saying on the Discord chat.
Oh.
Let's see. Paste. Boom. There we go, ladies and gentlemen. Man.
Yeah, if people could just learn the meaning of those two words there, Halo Storm, that would be great.
Well, it seems like they came to a cooldown with you guys, so that's all that matters. At least, as long as I don't turn on my phone, Rambo, and I have 200 fucking notifications. I
did the same thing too. The only thing I did was unmute the guys because I was like, okay, I'm thinking it should be over, So I got out. Right before I think earlier this morning I unmuted everybody, and nothing was said, nothing was done. I send y'all a message like about the cast tonight or whatever, and said I was gonna go watch the movie. And I got out of the movie, and there was like 100 and some it said on my phone just said 99 plus, but it was like 100 and some notifications. And it was all this fucking argument, and they're putting words into my mouth about what I said and what I'm like. What the hell? Like y'all should fucking just maybe read the damn argument. I know it's 1,800 tweets, but if you really want to be in it so bad, read the damn argument. Find out who made the argument. I didn't make any argument.
Rambo, that would take work. People can't be bothered to do this.
Oh man,
You're asking too much, sir.
I guess we've actually finally got to a point to where they said that they're done. Of course, it wasn't without one last insult in there, but I just let that slide because I was like, I'm done with the thing. And I guess we'll see. I mean, they still say they're making a video on me or whatever. I think Saturday. But well, I guess we'll see from there. Yeah, I'm not listening to it. I'm not going to respond to it because I just don't give a shit anymore. It's never going to work. It's never going to pan out if the people can't understand the argument that was made.
So check this out.
The overlay was objectively fixed, by the way, before you guys get into another topic.
Oh, nice.
So I was looking up, some gaming news. I wanted to see what it is that we have been missing, because I haven't really looked into any articles, right? I just haven't really, I don't know, I just didn't want to. But Friday the 13th crossed $1.8 million in sales.
Oh, I gotta get that game, man.
So that's cool.
See, for those of you that follow me on Twitter, you like the Geek Essentials Facebook page, or even watch some of my content. Slasher movies and comics, they're really my thing. I really need to get that game.
Yeah. Monster Hunter XX gets a demo on the Nintendo Switch next week. And
yeah, the crazy thing about Friday the 13th, before you move on, is okay, we all bought the game. I did, but I don't know if y'all did on
not
Xbox,
me
but,
yet.
We bought the game. And then now with the the physical edition's coming out, but it's going to come with exclusive skins for the people who bought the physical copy.
Yeah.
Then they're supposed to be working on the single player portion, because that was the promise. We're going to launch this now, with what we have, and the campaign is going to come later.
Yeah.
But we found out that the devs are actually working on another game.
Oh.
So it's kind of like.
Well, how finished is Friday the 13th?
I mean, it's got the. I
guess we'd have to know
3 maps.
Well, I guess we'd have to know what their recent plans are because they might already have the single player finished, and might just be waiting on little tiny things, and in a patch or two, it's all going to be coming in one big shot. But who knows?
Yeah.
Is it technically out, or is it still in?
It's out. It's
okay.
I mean, because on console, at least on console, I'm not sure how it looks on Steam, but I know.
Is it listed as early access on Steam, or is it officially released as of now?
I don't know.
I don't know.
But I know that on PS4, we don't have early access or anything like that on PS4,
right.
And it's actually a game on PS4. So I mean, that means it's an actual final product of a game. And I mean, obviously, the only thing we can go off of is the fact that they haven't put any news out there as far as the single player campaign of being worked on, done, or whatever, and just tidying things up. So we can only go off of the fact that since they haven't said anything about it, it looks shady at this point. I'm still, obviously not condemning them yet, because we, like you said, very well could actually have the game done, and just waiting for all the fine tweaks to get in and load it into your game with an update. So still holding off on the judging part, but that just right now it kind of does look kind of shady.
It does look shady, yeah, and it is not on early access, by the way. It is fully released. Although it is not $60, it's only $40 on the PC.
Yeah, it's a $40 game on consoles as well too.
All
So that's at least something.
All the Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite characters confirmed so far. And guess what there's still no sign of?
Deadpool?
X-Men.
X-Men?
No, there won't be.
X-Men's not coming. They already said X-Men's
Yeah.
not coming.
They
What about Deadpool?
Dude, I am reading the comments, bro, and people are just pissed. They're like, yo,
Yeah.
I'm not buying this shit. Just stick with 3. It's a better game. I'm like, oh.
Yeah,
I'm not sure.
They're never going to
I'm not sure about
displace
Deadpool.
Deadpool's not
Yeah,
technically a mutant, I do not believe.
But
that's
he's a
the thing.
Marvel character.
Well, no. Okay. Oh my God. So, the whole big problem is that technically the mutant, like, I don't even know if it's word or just like character descriptor, is owned by Fox. And if you want to use it in a movie or a video game or really anything, Fox is always demanding that you pay a ridiculous sum of money. So they've retconned a bunch of people to not be mutants anymore, and they've like done some weird things. And I think Deadpool never really counted as a mutant, but I don't read the comics, so I don't know 100% on that.
Well,
But, yeah,
is
so,
he gonna
like-
be in the game or what?
I don't know. That's the thing.
If
It's
he's
whatever they
considered-
worked out.
If he's considered a mutant, then he won't be.
So,
Yeah.
well, there's that. But here's the good news, though. The new Dragon Quest game that just launched over in fucking Japan in like the last 2 days sold over 2 million copies
Nice.
between the
Is that for-
PS4 and the 3DS version.
That's like one neighborhood in fucking Japan, though. So
That's a
Do they
block,
not have
dude.
a Vita version?
No,
We should
no
have a
Vita
Vita version. That's bullshit.
But it's,
Nobody cares about Vita. Shut your mouth.
Shut up. I still like my Vita, damn
Nobody
it.
likes Vita. Shut your mouth.
I have hope for it.
Only
It's gonna come
800
back, I'm telling you.
Only 894,000 of those sales came on PS4.
Damn, that's a lot of 3DS players then.
Yeah.
Well, a new Persona game was announced.
Isn't it Switch or 3DS?
3DS and
3DS.
PS4.
Okay, yeah. So yeah, 3DS is.
Although
like,
I don't see
going
why they
strong over
couldn't do
there.
a Switch version.
But like I said, though, Persona game just got announced for the 3DS. That's kind of cool. Persona 5 characters. They say it is the sequel to the Etrian Odyssey style dungeon crawler RPG from 2014. Yes, I'm quite literally quoting the article because I'm just not feeling like reading right now.
What's it called? Shit. Oh, NBA 2K18
Oh, shit.
is coming to the Switch,
Uh-huh.
but I guess they can't figure out how to how to put their game on an SD card.
Ugh.
So the physical version's launching at a undisclosed later date.
Well, shit there, Bubba.
It's gonna be weird, like a big AAA game being digital only. It's just
Well, they had a good run, didn't they?
Nintendo, man. Come on.
Isn't it basically just like, putting, it's like a drag and drop? It should be, right?
Well,
Sure.
size. How big is it?
that I don't know. I don't play.
Okay, that's the thing. How big do the SD cards for the Switch come in? And if they're
You can
limited,
I think
then
you can
why
only go
are
up to,
they
like,
limited?
32 I think you
Oh.
can only go up to 32 gigabytes.
So
Okay.
why is that? They make 256 gig SD cards
Yeah,
now,
and
so
with
why
the
can't they make
technology
some
of
that are
solid
big
state
enough?
drives, why the fuck can't they do this?
Again, I don't know. For
I
a
know,
fact,
but it's just fucking Nintendo.
it was some weird thing. Like I remember them. I know you can like use like up to 256, I think, on your for your
For the
storage.
actual save card, yeah.
Yeah, for the save card, but I don't think the game side goes up that high. And I could be wrong. I could be misquoting here.
How
but,
do you know, sir?
I just remember there's some controversy over like that portion of it because it was kind of like Nintendo's back to its old ways again, using weird shit.
You saw it on Twitter, Brimstone. Twitter's fact.
Fact
Yeah,
of
That really
life.
is a weird problem to have too, because God, I mean, what did you guys think, that every game was going to be like 12 or 16 gigs, and you
It's
wouldn't have to?
Nintendo, bro.
I
They
know.
thought that.
Yeah. This is why I haven't bought a Nintendo product in like over 2 decades.
Because you're poor and you live out of a trash can?
Pretty
Trailer.
much.
Pretty much trailer.
And if I'm going to spend my hard-earned trash money, then it's going to be on something that's got the best technological advances.
So PS4, right?
Shit. I'll take my Vita over the PS4.
I had to throw this shit out there because it's just.
Hey, how about this? I will trade you your Vita for my PS4.
No, because I don't have to pay to go online with my Vita.
Oh, okay, pussy.
Yeah, I don't need to buy PS
Pussy,
Plus.
that's how I know
Throw
you're
in
poor.
a month of PS Plus.
Okay,
no,
so
man,
yes,
I'm not trying to give this guy money. Jesus.
So it looks like 32 gigabytes is the
Max for the game.
max for the games.
Damn. 2 cards. I can imagine it now. You open the box and there's a part 1 and a part 2.
Oh, they're gonna go down that GameCube route. Please insert card number 2.
Could you imagine like what it's like for someone like if Halo 5 ever launched? You'd have like you'd open up your case and there'd be no wonder the cases are long.
It's a half a dozen of them.
Yes, you can have like 42 cards in there. Be like, fuck, man.
And that's just the base game.
Yeah, that'd be so fucking
That's
overwhelming.
no DLC.
Jay Caesar says you need to buy amiibos to unlock content for the game.
I wouldn't doubt it.
Well, fuck all that, man.
Yeah, this. Yeah.
That's on top of that's on top of a fee too, dude. That's.
Well, what if they do that shit with the NBA game? Like, you must have the Kobe Bryant amiibo.
You know what? You know what's funny about that is like that's actually one of the reasons why I never bought into those toy games where you have to unlock shit with them, because I already felt like, hey, you know, I'm already spending money yearly on my PlayStation, my Xbox. Why the fuck do I need those toys? Like, I don't need those.
My wife got me into playing Skylanders for a little while. Like,
yeah,
we bought
every single one of them. I remember.
Well, no, yeah, but the first one we didn't buy every one of them. We didn't. We just kind of thought, you know, we'll just play with the base game, and you know, we're good. And you can beat the game, but like you just were very limited, very, very, very limited. And it kind of really got boring. So when the next year, whenever the next one came out, she was like, okay, we're gonna really go, you know, get them all whenever they come out. So I think total we spent close to like $3,000 or $4,000 in toys and gems for that game, and we 100%ed it on Xbox. But after that, I was like, I'm done. I'm not buying any more of this stupid shit, because I was like, there's no reason why a $60 game is going, and actually an $80 game is going to turn into like a 3,000 or 4,000. That's just like I didn't get that much of enjoyment out of this fucking game. Like, there's no way.
Come on, guys.
This is the problem with the Switch, and I have a feeling that it's gonna be worse the longer the Switch is out. I don't think they made a good enough console to be either a portable one or a home one.
Well, just right there with the SD card thing, games only get bigger as time goes on.
Exactly.
They're fucked.
And you're only going to need more. You know, how long until 256, or you know, maybe it's even 128. I don't know, but whatever the limit is for storage, you know, how long until that? I mean, Jesus, just for the Vita, it was, you know, back in the day, it was like $100 for the 64 gig card, and I filled up like 3/4 of that within like a couple of months. So, you know, how long until whatever the Switch's limit is like way surpassed, and you got to carry like 5 SD cards, you know, just to carry all your non-physical games. I don't know. We'll see.
That sounds like a blast.
And how much is there any internal storage space?
No, I don't.
Like,
believe so.
no, of course not. Yeah, no, of course not. They
so.
couldn't have put like 128 gigs just on there for everybody. Yeah, whatever.
Or wait a minute. There might actually be 32 gigs like in there. I think it is 32 gigabytes as internal storage.
At least it's something, but that's not a lot.
If you want more, but I mean that's usually for like save files. But if you're a digital person, like that's done. Like one game, like Dragon Quest Heroes is 32 gigabytes. So
last I checked, I'm physical, not digital, Rambo. So
if you buy digital, I mean you basically buy one game and you have to play that game and beat it before you can install any other game. Or go out and buy, you know, a huge memory card.
Jay Caesar, that was the big problem on the Vita, and Sony always has this problem with trying to force customers to use or purchase first-party only supported things like the stupid memory cards on the Vita, or like the UMD discs for the regular PSP, or whatever. And yeah, I'll still take the Vita over the Switch though.
I get why they do it.
Oh, I get why they do it too, but
because
it's
of the
horrible.
piracy thing. But it's I mean, it's definitely worth. You'll definitely get more support from not only
That's
the
thing.
developers but also the consumers if you make it more open to what you can use.
Exactly. If the Vita had been open source from the beginning, and you can still have piracy measures, you can still lock up the actual like Vita portion of it and just let the PSP emulator part of it be open. But if they had done that from the beginning, they would have sold tons more. Because how many people would have games that they love to play on the PSP, but with better improved graphics and better controls and all this other stuff? It would have been great. But, they're so afraid of, not making as much money as they possibly could.
I don't think you know what you're talking about.
Of course I don't. Fuck is anybody listening to me for?
Because you're obviously objective.
Of course. I'm objectively wrong in everything.
Like everything that I say is objective. So we're just gonna get that out of the way right now. Okay? So just going forward, if I say something,
objective?
It is objectively objectified.
All right then.
It's like
damn.
So what Rambo's saying, it is like being objectively objectified while you're being objective because other people look at you as being subjective, but really you're just being objective to being objectified, and sometimes being objectively wrong because you're subjective.
I feel objectively violated.
Whatever
after
he
all this.
said. Whatever he said.
Oh my goodness. So.
And that, kids,
is a peanut butter and jelly sandwich served without the crust.
And that's how Nintendo will eventually bring the ruin upon the world.
It's the no better name special.
That's fucked up.
Halo can do a, he said take a shot every time I say objectively, but
I'd be drunk off my ass right now if that was the case.
Yeah, it's like I don't know. Usually, it's the castmates here that like to say that word a lot because they know that it sends like some sort of like Vietnam flashbacks in my head.
You wouldn't be drunk, man. You'd have alcohol poisoning.
Yeah,
I think you would have been 9 shots deep by now.
Before we even get into the first hour of the cast, you'd be like calling the police and the ambulance and everything else.
And before we go any further, just so I can, I want to get this asked, of course. Can you guys please retweet the cast on Twitter and Google+? Please, that would be great. There's 19 of you. That would be great if you guys could just, hook us up with some love, give us some thumbs up. And of course, if you don't like it, thumbs it down. I'm not going to be like, no, thumbs up my video, you guys are mean.
The internet is mean. Anita
Cyrus
told us so.
Cyrus says 9 shots deep sounds like an awesome porno.
Yeah.
I'd probably watch
show
it.
you 9 shots deep.
Bitch, you can only do 2 and you're done. So don't give me that shit. It got quiet all of a sudden. Was I right, Pete? I was just kidding, man. I didn't mean to hurt your feelings.
That's about all I can do.
I wasn't even paying attention.
No one follows me. Well, Shadowkin, tweet at me. I'll follow you. Sounds like somebody's squeegeeing their nutsacks against their chair right now.
Sorry, I get a little sweaty sitting here sometimes.
So is that 9 shots deep video, Rambo, coming into Pornhub or browsers?
It's going straight to YouTube.
Straight to
YouTube. You just want to get censored, don't you?
Only
you'll wear it like a badge of honor.
If it's Zoe Berger, he'll be fine. Sly Halo Storm, everybody loves you. What are you talking about?
You just have to have a bikini on at least the size. It's a regulation size.
A micro mankini?
Yes, 2 Doritos and a sugar packet is all you need.
Is that the official safe size?
Micro?
Yeah, like how they had the dress codes in school where girls would put their hands on their sides and their fingers were longer than their shorts. That was a no-no. If your bikini is smaller than 2 Doritos and a sugar packet, then you'll get in trouble.
Hey, sounds good to me. Let's do this.
As long
Hey,
as it's
Shadow,
for men.
don't I follow you on Twitter? I could have swore I did. If not, I'm gonna fix that.
He's gonna fix that like he fixed himself back in the 90s, snorting a line of cocaine off of a prostitute before he caught the AIDS, if you know what I mean.
Best kind of party, yo.
I'm getting tired of the typical people that
Rambo's been
following.
struck by the Twitter AIDS.
Yes, I have. Contracted a fucking deadly disease.
Bro, I mean, is
Wrap your phone up in a condom.
Is your Twitter clap causing you to burn and itch slightly when you pee?
Only when I swipe to the left.
I say, they must be smaller than 2 Doritos in the sugar packet. Oh, for
Well,
me,
I'm wondering, is
definitely.
it broken? Is it
For
broken
women, that'd be
Doritos or?
Cyrus gave you the Twitter aid / clap? Oh, that sucks.
Yeah, what's crazy is that they think Cyrus brainwashed me, and I'm like, they're really giving Cyrus like a hell of a lot of credit because like me and him have never
I was gonna say
like
that's kind
met
of
up face
amazing.
to face. So like if he can do that through video,
Through the internet, shit.
yeah, through the internet,
To
then
the power
he's
of
pretty
the
damn good.
internet.
Shouldn't the U.S. government be like studying him or something?
I would think so. I mean, like that. It's a very, very powerful tool that he could actually be having.
No,
Yeah, they actually
do.
did say
They
that.
actually said that. Oh, that's funny. That is
Yeah,
hilarious.
you, sir, deserve a fat check if you're capable of that.
I don't know. Understand why his channel isn't bigger. How come he doesn't have all the subs on YouTube?
Get this
Master
man that
Chief
PewDiePie money.
Master Chiefman said not even Magic Johnson could survive Twitter AIDS.
He wouldn't be able to keep that dormant as HIV for many, many years.
Only I can brainwash
man.
people. Go get. Man, I'm
Yeah.
telling you, these people. Aw, look, we're up at the 20 viewers! Yay! You guys are our first 20!
Tavers,
Not trying to
Cyrus
sound
is
gay or
a-
anything, you know what I mean?
like a multi-platform gamer.
He shouldn't have done that. He's just a boy.
God damn it, boy. You like mustard? I like mustard.
Why are you screaming at me?
Don't all caps me. How dare you? Why do you sound so gay when you say that? Because I was trying to
I
sound
know.
gay on purpose.
It was like, come on, Halo. Oh, I know you play Halo, so you might be a little bit slow. So
Oh,
we'll try to work with you here.
Damn.
Halo, it's all right, man. It's all right. You and I both know Rambo doesn't do any of that online stuff that we do. All right, he doesn't know what
It's
online gaming is.
Funny that an Xbox guy doesn't like Halo. Isn't that like the only reason to own an Xbox?
Pretty much.
It's not even a reason anymore.
Okay, that's enough
Like-
of that.
Call of Duty actually Infinite Warfare story is better than Halo 5 story.
Shut your mouth. No, it is
you know
I
not.
will dick slap you, sir.
Hold up. Wait a second. Because I will say that the single player campaigns in just about every Call of Duty I've ever played have actually been pretty good. I will
They
say.
are really good, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm
just
about
I'm
to
just
jettison
triggering
your
that,
ass
but-
out over a cliff. Where's my fucking eject button? You
Wait,
guys,
this is
I
a
need an eject
rotating
button
guest
now.
spot, right? It's rotating.
Oh,
Well, no, the
shit.
Infinite Warfare campaign is actually pretty decent. I liked it.
I'll
It
be
kept me
AFK
interested.
BRB. I'm gonna go soak up my vagina.
It definitely gave me. It definitely was better to me, a better campaign than Black Ops 3's campaign.
I
haven't played
haven't
Infinite
finished Black
Warfare,
Ops. I kind of
I
lost
can't
interest in
comment
3.
on that. Black Ops 3 was a good campaign, though.
Halo, you know I have to fuck with you and Master Chief there. I'm always having to fuck with them. Or usually I just call him Gollum because he tweeted out a personal pic and he looked like Gollum. So
My precious.
Yeah, I've actually never seen any of the Lord of the Rings movies.
Wow.
you haven't?
No,
they're good
How have
movies.
the Lord of the Rings are good. Now, if you go to the Hobbit movies, that's where shit just gets weird and boring.
Well, I read an article that was the Lord of the Rings trilogy is the best trilogy, but the first Hobbit movie is the best overall single movie, and I kind of agree with that.
I
Well,
can't, man. Like the first Hobbit movie put me to sleep.
I liked it, and I think it's a lot more upbeat.
No, I was asleep. I watched the extended versions of all the Lord of the Rings, so it was like 4.5 hour movies.
So one of them was 6.
Yeah, they were really good.
I have them all. Yeah.
Speaking of movies, I watched Atomic Blonde today.
Oh God, I refuse.
And I went. Well, I mean, no, I mean, to me, that's what they. Okay, what they did with Atomic Blonde is what they need to do. If they want female action heroes or whatever, they need to create them, not like make the next 007 be a female. Because
I heard about that too.
Yeah, but I mean, like we want them if they're going to do it. We have no problem with female leads, but make your own. Like, don't try to just replace a male lead with your female lead for a narrative. But whoever wrote the story for Atomic Blonde needs to be fucking fired. Like, that shit was so fucking boring. The only thing that was good about it was the action sequences, and after that, it was just like, damn, is this thing over? Like, it was so terrible.
Yeah, I remember like a year or so ago, Rambo was going to start reviewing movies, right?
Yeah.
Okay, well, you're getting requests.
Dunkirk was pretty good.
Okay. Yeah, I need to go see Dunkirk.
It was good. I liked it. Although
too many white men in Dunkirk.
I know, right? I love World War II airplane action, and there were some really good scenes with Spitfires and German planes and shit, and it was really well done, and I liked it. But the story was really good too, and it's a good movie.
I'll review the Last Airbender was. I watched that, and I'll never watch that again in my life. Like, that was terrible.
I even tried to like the new, or not new now, but the slightly old DBZ live action movie, and that was just terrible too.
Wasn't Red Tails about the
Black Squadron in World War II?
Black Squadron, yeah, that was actually a really damn good movie.
I walked out on it.
Oh, you didn't like it? I liked it.
There was a lot of little things, like the sound effects when they were dogfighting were kind of terrible. They sounded like laser beams. And man, some of the dialogue, like there was a part where it was the first time that the Red Tails had done something good. Like they had stuck with the squadron and protected the bombers instead of trying to chase the German planes off for kills or whatever. And like one of the bomber pilots is just like, oh, wow, those Negro pilots, blah, blah, blah. And I cringed so I had to leave. I was like, okay, that's it. I'm gone. I couldn't do it anymore.
I think I'm going to watch the new Power Rangers tonight.
Oh, jeez.
I can't, dude. I can't.
There's a gay ranger.
Well, I mean, did we actually even need to? Was that even questioned? I think they're all gay.
I heard they made a big deal about it.
Rambo,
in the scene or
the Red and the Green Ranger are not gay. Shut your mouth.
Anybody who dresses up in tights like that is a.
Brimstone, can't you kick him? That's possible, right?
I don't know how anybody ever got into the Power Rangers. I could never.
I mean, I watched it when I was like 7. But then I turned 8 and it wasn't fun anymore.
It was like a cringe fest. It's like, ugh.
Oh, you want to know something interesting about the Power Rangers? So it was originally in a Japanese show, right? And when they brought it over to America, they got American actors to replace the 4 Power Rangers and a couple other people. But they used the Japanese footage and voiced it over for the fight scene. And in the Japanese version of the original Power Rangers, the Yellow Ranger was a dude. And so if you look carefully, her boobs are missing in all of the fight scenes because it's not actually a chick.
I didn't notice that. I never watched it.
I watched learned that a few weeks ago.
When they do their little transforming into the Power Rangers, that's whenever I decided to turn it off because I was like, yeah, no way, can't do it.
Well, you're a little older. You were not.
I was only a kid when it came out. Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah, I was. Well, I mean, I think I was like 7 or 8 when it first came out.
Yeah.
It's been a while.
They need to go back to like what made cartoons good. Like
I know,
back
right?
whenever, like we had Speed Racer.
Man.
Speed Racer was one of my favorites.
Yes.
Or Ronin Warriors, Thundercats.
Thundercats, yes. Thundercats.
Voltron.
Oh! Yep.
Oh, man.
Back whenever.
Yeah, there were so many good cartoons back in the day.
Space Ghost.
I don't know about. Oh, Space Ghost. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, I remember now. Took me a little while to remember that one. Does any of y'all ever watch on WGN like the Bozo show?
I don't watch it. I don't have cable. I have internet TV.
Oh, this is way back when, like whenever I was a kid going to school.
Oh.
Well, then we probably weren't alive.
Remember, you have a decade on me.
Yeah, I was gonna say, dude, I don't even think we were alive then, bro. I think we were still.
I mean, you'd have a chance with me, but even then.
Well, this one, like, it was like the Bozo the Clown came out, and like they had like that's where Yogi Bear really got big, because they used to do like a cartoon split where they flashed Yogi Bear stealing a picnic basket.
Hey, boo boo,
boo boo. Then, of course, they had like the 6 buckets where you have to throw a little ping pong ball into it. It was a cool.
You know what? I think I might remember it. It's ringing.
Yes,
some
Cyrus,
bells.
you remember. You remember? Yes, the grand prize game. That's what I was just talking about. Yes, it was an interesting little kids show. It was a lot better than today's kids shows. I can tell you that because, damn.
Even Sesame Street has gone like full SJW.
Okay, guys, don't say the color yellow. You're going to offend some people.
When you my daughter was watching what was it? It was the high school movie, the high school TV shows.
Glee?
No. It was I think it started with a D or something like that. It was the name of the I'm gonna have to look up on Netflix now because whenever she was watching it, it was like full on feminist and like they were feminists talking about equal rights and then transgendered people. I mean, it was just literally a way to like poison like the kids' mind about feminism and SJWs. And I was like, no, this shit is not being watched here because like no.
It's supposed to be a Canadian high school.
No, it was an American high school. I mean, I'm trying to figure out like y'all will know it because I mean it came on TV, but it was of course Netflix has the
Degrassi. Yeah, is that
Degrassi,
it?
Yes.
Okay, because the original Degrassi was Canadian.
Okay, well this Degrassi Next Class.
Yeah,
that's the one. That's the one that.
Sequel
I
or
was
whatever.
like, never again will you watch that because that thing is just full of bullshit, man.
Degrassi is back on. It's a Netflix original now.
Yeah, it's a terrible fucking show.
Oh, the same thing happened to like Disney Channel, like kids, sitcom-y type shows. The shit that's going on there is just like disgusting.
I don't know. Those used to be good too. Like you remember Boy Meets World?
Yeah, it's been a long time
Boy
since
Meets
stuff
World
like
was
that.
good.
Yeah.
Pango was hot.
I based getting married off that show. I was like, I'm gonna find a girl that sticks to me like that.
Yeah, that was a decent show. Yeah, Saved by the Bell. I love that show. But when they went to college, they lost me, man. It was like
that sucked.
It was just a terrible thing.
Wop, wop.
He's really gone downhill.
What about Ultraman? Rambo probably remembers that.
Yeah, that was back when the dinosaurs just died, right? I mean,
I've heard of it. I can't remember it like off the top of my head.
He was like not kind of like, well, I don't know, like you know how they got like really tall in Power Rangers when they used the Megazord and stuff to fight?
Yeah.
Ultraman like was that. Like he fought Godzilla and stuff like that.
Anybody remember the
but-
Godzilla TV cartoon?
Yes, with Godzuki.
Yeah.
Had Godzuki in it. I remember that.
Uh,
Hell
No,
yeah.
I just looked up Ultraman and no, I did not watch that.
Again, that was probably before his time too, Shane. I mean, you just got
No,
lucky with
it was
Kidding.
way before his time and my time, but it was still good.
Yeah, the first episode
Yo.
in 1966.
Hey, how about this? How about this? The first
10 years before I was
generation
born.
of Godzilla movies before they used real actors. They used
Yeah.
little green soldiers to crawl up somebody. That shit was hilarious. And
Girlfriend
all the
loves
houses were little miniatures. I remember that shit. That shit was funny. It was like you saw like this entire cutout of like balsa wood housing and little tiny trees, and a dude in a Godzilla outfit was trampling through that shit. And then they had like when the Godzilla fell to the ground or something, they had like little tiny fucking green soldiers, and you could still see the plastic platform that they were on when they were crawling up it with a string. That shit was hilarious.
Yeah. Don't make them like that no more.
No, they don't. I still remember, man, Toonami on Cartoon Network.
What about Rocco's Modern Life?
Yeah, I remember that.
Yep, that's coming back. I can't wait.
Rocco's Modern Life was pretty good. Who remembers Cow and Chicken?
Hell yes.
That's what I'm saying. Yes, Mighty Max. We remember Mighty Max, or at least I know I do.
I used to have the toys.
So did I. I had two of them. I had the little Skull Island one, and then I had like, what was it?
Like his layer thing?
Yeah, the little layer Skull Island thing, and then I had another Skull one that was like the addition to it or whatever.
Man, I
The
had the Green
boys
Army.
version of Polly Pocket.
Yep.
I was the Green Army Man type person. I still even have them.
That's only toys they had back then, Rambo.
Well, Taverns Lichmore, thank you for coming by and have a good night, sir. Make sure you leave a like before you go. Yeah, Cow and Chicken was awesome. What about Two Angry
never-
Beavers?
Yep.
I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. Y'all are talking about weird shit.
I still like fucking Popeye and Casper and shit.
Yo,
The
Casper was the
goat.
shit.
The goat was Scooby Doo.
The goat was Scooby-Doo.
Yeah,
Greatest
that
of all
was
time.
the greatest of all time. The Scooby Doo cartoon, man. That was.
I
Oh,
downloaded
that
the
was-
entire
yeah.
like first run of Scooby Doo.
I can never watch
Scooby
Scooby-Doo
Doo was
again.
the shit, man.
Dude, I can't watch that shit ever again because my little sisters burned me out on it. They would wake me up at 6 a.m. every single like Wednesday and Friday to sit on the couch with them and marathon that shit with them. And I can't do it anymore. I'm like, yep, I've seen this episode at least
He's got
20 times.
Scooby Doo PTSD.
Pretty
Yeah,
much.
well,
Pretty much. Doug
Whenever
was
whenever I
good.
put I put my son to sleep, back whenever he was, I guess 21 years ago, the only thing that he would go to sleep to would be Scooby Doo playing. So I
love
too
how-
feel your pain because I had so many Scooby Doo episodes running through like my head that I can't watch it anymore. But that was always the best damn cartoon.
You all sound
I mean,
old. Thanks, Go Get,
Scoop-
you fuck.
Yeah,
Scooby and
fuck you,
Shaggy
man.
could walk into any fucking haunted ass mansion and find enough food to make a Dagwood.
I'm not old. I am.
Well seasoned.
Yes. Okay. There you go. That sounds good.
Yo,
Well
yo,
seasoned.
Out of all these mentions,
Experienced.
Cyrus, I'm surprised. I mean, you guys remember Doug, Heathcliff, but you guys have not. I mean, you brought up Darkwing Duck, but what about Tailspin and Gargoyles?
Yep.
Gargoyles.
Gargoyles came out right
Damn.
before Batman. That's the only reason
Gargoyles
why I
was
remember.
the shit.
What about Jim and the Holograms?
I don't remember that.
Yeah, I've actually never even heard of that, Rambo.
You never have heard of Jim and the Holograms?
No.
Is that sounds like a Steven Universe like fucking spinoff.
It
Dude.
was where she's a singer, Jim. And the holograms are her.
Oh yeah,
back-
wait a second. My girl was talking about that. My girl
Did you
loved
just
that
make
show.
that up, Rambo?
No.
No,
I'm-
no. It's an actual show. You're talking about the chick with like white hair or whatever, or pink hair. She had like a white star on her
Yes,
face.
it was a
Yeah,
cartoon back
yeah,
in the
yeah.
day, and now they turned it into a movie.
Yeah.
But with actual live people in the movie. But back then it was based off a cartoon. It was actually pretty good cartoon.
Yeah.
My sister watched it, and of course we only had one TV in the house, so.
Yeah, Mummies Alive was good.
What about
remember
Animaniacs?
Animaniacs
Sure.
is hella
Animaniacs,
good. Reboot was good. SWAT Cats is good. I remember watching a lot of Static Shock when I was younger.
I remember the glory days of comic book cartoons, man. Spider-Man, Batman, shit. X-Men, those
Bro,
used to be fantastic.
I sat down through like season 1 the other night of the original X-Men. That, you know, the ones that used to get through like Pizza Hut, the VHS tapes. Remember that?
Yeah.
They actually have the full thing on Hulu. Like the entire thing is on Hulu.
Shit.
Bro.
So I like sat through the first season, and they have every single one. I think it's like 6 seasons long or some shit.
I'll never forget X-Men. It's kind of for a fucked up reason though, because I was watching X-Men when my brother set my house on fire as a kid. So that forever X-Men is like burned in my brain.
Pinky and the Brain? I don't know that one.
Hell yes.
That was on Animaniacs.
What? That was with Animaniacs, yeah.
Oh,
The Pinky, the Pinky
like,
and
like,
the Brain,
once I hit like maybe 12, I quit watching cartoons.
Well, then you should have smoked weed and watched cartoons till you were 20.
Yeah, you missed out,
like
sir.
the rest of the world.
I still won't watch I won't watch a single adult cartoon at all.
30 years old and I still watch cartoons. What the fuck?
I watch them every day.
I will only watch cartoons like with my kids if if they like, now that especially with my granddaughter and that she's gonna be growing up, I'll watch cartoons with her. But as far as like me watching a cartoon, or I quit that at like around 12 or 13.
Your granddaughter will love Rick and Morty.
I got cartoons playing right now.
Dude, Rick and Morty is the shit. I'm loving it so far.
Ed and Eddie, man, like that. My kids watched that whenever they were growing up, and damn,
Hey,
that
Double
was
D.
so fucking. That was so fucking annoying.
Yo, you guys.
Was.
You guys remember the was it the Very Odd Pigeons or whatever the fuck they're called?
Yeah.
Yeah, they were like, oh.
The Fairly Odd Parents.
So what was the pigeons one? Is it the Very Odd Pigeons or? Did I get that wrong?
I don't know. I don't know about the odd. I don't know about.
You mean the pigeons from Animaniacs?
Yeah, they actually had their own show.
Yeah.
I didn't say fairly. I said very.
Yeah, the Very Odd Parents is another weird one. And what's that one with that dog? The old man always kicked the dog.
Courage. Oh,
Courage the Cowardly Dog.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was another fucking annoying one. I don't know how people watch cartoons these days.
You have to get high or be a kid at heart, or it doesn't work.
Even then, I mean,
yo, they had some strange ass episodes in that show that were like borderline like, wow, I'm surprised they were able to actually air this. They had an episode, and it was pretty controversial because it even to this day makes its way around social media, and it's where this guy cuts hair, but he makes it sound pedophilic, like really badly. It sounds really bad. He's like, yes, come in, yes, and that's all he does is cut hair. It's like,
kind of like the old guy in Family Guy.
There was an old guy in Family Guy that did that.
No, but he's always.
Oh no, you're
like
talking about
making kid traps
like,
and fucking.
Hey, how's
Yeah.
it going in there? No, not like that. But yeah, I know what you mean.
His name is Herbert.
There was a point in like late 2000s when the quality of cartoons kind of dropped sharply.
All because they ditched all their old ideas because they thought that it wasn't keeping up with the times, dude. That's what sucked.
I don't know what you're talking about. I still watch brand new cartoons and love them.
I can't
Rick and
do
Morty
it.
is probably the newest that I've watched that I really enjoyed so far.
I won't let my kids watch. Like I never did whenever they were growing up. Like let them watch Barney.
Oh man.
I was like, fuck that. That ain't happening.
Barney the Communist Dinosaur.
If you guys ever get the chance, watch Brickleberry Park. That shit is hilarious.
Oh, the Tosh.0 dude is the voice of the bear. Yeah. It's funny as fuck. Daniel Tosh.
I don't know, man. I can't. Like, there's so much more quality content on TV than cartoons these days. Like,
dude, I watch everything on like streaming services. I don't watch cable. I stay away from.
Well, I mean, yeah, even on there. I mean, like if you go to Netflix or even Hulu, like there's so much to choose from that's not cartoons. That's actually quality, and cartoons are only good like probably if you're high, drunk, or just need something for noise.
High, drunk, tweaking out your gourd, whatever.
Yeah, something.
I don't know what you're talking about.
South Park is even just. I mean,
It's
they have
getting
funny
time for
parts,
South
but
Park to end.
it's just boring. And
Okay, them are fighting words, Rambo. You need
I
to...
tried what I tried watching Simpsons. That shit's so fucking stupid. Like
It's not even funny anymore, is it? Like the
No,
new
it's
ones
not.
are
It's
really not.
stupid.
I
Like
haven't
they were
watched
so
that-
much
that-
better
probably
when
like
they
a
were
decade.
older, bro. Like when they were older,
was
they
that?
were funny.
What was that one where the guy was like propane dude and
Oh, King of the
they
Hill.
all-
King
That
of the
shit was
Hill,
pretty
That was-
funny.
which was pretty good.
Oh,
they just that
Oh.
Boomhauer and
Oh.
Boomhauer.
Oh.
God damn it, Bobby.
God damn it, Luann. Oh. Yeah, I mean, the show is all right. What was that one? It's called Border Town, I think it's called. Is it called Border Town?
I don't know.
Yeah, it's like Border Town or Border City or some shit. It is hilarious, dude. If you get a chance, fucking watch it. It's like it's literally this little white guy that's a border patrol is trying to prevent the coyote from crossing over into the U.S. and it's funny as shit. And it's raunchy, dude. Like it is so raunchy, racist. It's hilarious.
Not really. I don't know. I've never been able to get.
Don't
into
tell me you're an SJW now, Rambo.
Not even close.
Are you, yo? Like I about lost it today when Stonesy was straight up calling you a fucking wordsmith, dude. I was like, what, dude? That doesn't even make sense, bro. Like,
it's called the English language. You should try it sometime.
yo, I was like, he called you straight up wordsmith, like you were making this shit up yourself. It's like, no, dude, that's not how this works. Come on. Oh man, I that's why I shut my phone off, dude. I was like, I can't do this. Nope. 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 Nope.
That's whenever I quit. I quit responding a little bit after that because I was just like, I can't. I mean, if you don't even like look at the dictionary, but you're trying to argue with me about like words and I just it's just simple. Like look up the fucking definition. I wasn't making shit up. I was using I mean, be damned if somebody actually knows the dictionary or knows what words mean.
Right. I thought this shit was hilarious. I was like, I can't believe that shit. I'm like, the guy just straight up called you a wordsmith. Like, what the fuck?
Well, it was that, and then Fratanga that said that to make something objectively better, you know, sometimes personal opinion, a little bit of personal opinion has to go into it.
Nope,
I'm
that
like,
is not how that word works.
I'm like, what?
That is not how that works.
Like, you can't.
We
do
are
that.
talking
Like,
about words, people. We're not talking about, hey, let's make up our own definitions for things to better suit our argument. No.
Yeah, but then they kept replying to me going, why do you keep making up your own, what, you're making up the definition, you're changing. I'm like, no, I'm not. I'm like, I'm literally not. I'm just, like, trying to keep y'all from doing this. Y'all, oh, damn.
All right,
so
so I feel like I need to read this out loud for them. Objective. Okay, this is literally the definition.
Yeah, but literally doesn't even mean literally anymore.
Not influenced by personal feelings or opinions in considering and representing facts. Let me read that again in case you didn't hear that, Fratanga or Stonesy. Not influenced by personal feelings or, guess what, opinions. So, no, that is not how that works, Fratanga. And you said your podcast was supposed to be better than ours?
Well, I guess if you, like want to, like, create, like, your, instead of the Webster's Dictionary, we're going to have, like, the Fratanga's Dictionary.
The Fratanga's Dictionary?
Yeah, I mean, I guess you're always right when you create the dictionary. But yeah, it was so frustrating on that because it's just like, I see where you're not understanding the thing, but by God, just like he's actually even posted me the definition of like objectively, and it's like, so you know the definition, you see it, but then you also say that it can sometimes include personal.
Nope, no, it cannot. Absolutely not. Yep.
And then Stonesy tried to change it. Was like, okay, well, what if we say, you know, any PC with a 900 series card or above is better? And I'm like, or is objectively better. I'm like going, well, it works for maybe better, but not objectively because you can't be selective with your like an objective argument. It's either all or none. Like, you can't change the damn thing. Like, you can't narrow it down like that.
No, you can't change the definitions of words. That's not how this works.
No,
that's why I tell people. I know a lot of you guys retweet when I say this. When I say this is not how this works, I literally mean that. That is, you cannot change words to suit your argument. So when he was saying you were straw manning and shit, I was like, yeah, that's bullshit. That's bullshit. Yep, yeah, that's bullshit.
I don't even think he understands what straw man is, because I wasn't making a counter argument. The only counter argument I was making was your argument is wrong.
Yeah, that's all you were doing. You weren't even saying. you know it's crazy, and I know we talked about this before, but like it's really hilarious how that works out when you say your argument is wrong, and you're talking about the argument. You're not even talking about your personal opinion about things. You're just trying to correct them, and they're like, "Oh, he's saying that PC gaming isn't any better than console gaming." We're like, we're not saying that. We're not saying that at all.
Never once said it.
Nope, never said that shit
at all. You can go to every damn stream I've been on and every anything, and it never, no, ever.
Yes, Spare, this is the new channel, bro. Make sure you sub, thumbs up. Send nudes to Geek Essentials.
The Geek, yeah.
Oh, wait, he already went through all that today, yeah.
I'll take the nudes. Bring them on.
He's like, wait a minute. I mean,
remember, Rambo's nudes are leaked, but if you're colorblind, you can't see them.
Yes, yeah, they've already gone out there. It's too late for me to take them back now.
Pretty much.
I mean, I found out there's a lot of people in this world that are colorblind, though, so that's good.
Yeah, just about everyone, I think.
Yeah, I think so.
But anyways, guys, I gotta go to the store.
Homo.
It's been like 2 hours, man.
I know. We do gotta get going. I actually have to go to bed soon, so I do gotta get off of here. If you want, Rambo, we could switch hosts. Like you could you can get on and host, and you guys can keep it going, or we can end it one of the two.
We can end it on the two. Like I'm out like in the garage, and I have to go back in there and get everything set back up and started all over again. So we'll go ahead and end it here. I think it's good that we don't carry it on for 5 hours like we do every time. Because here lately that's what we've been doing, like a minimum of 4 to 5 hours.
Well, yeah, that's where, yeah. See, if you guys are gonna set this bitch up for 4 to 5 hours, warn me ahead of time so you guys can host that shit.
Yeah, no shit. Well, sometimes like it wasn't really on purpose because like we'd be talking and we would like come to the end. I think even Peter was in on one of this, and you would leave.
Yeah.
Like you would go do something, and we were like, okay, we're done, but Brim's not here, so we had to continue talking, and like you were gone for a while. I don't know where you went, but you were gone for a while, and we're like, all right, well, I guess the stream's lasting.
Sometimes he has urges, Rambo. He has to take care of them.
Yeah, sometimes I have to tie them off with my mic muted. You know, I can't help myself.
Yeah, but then that's the thing.
He uses his feet.
He came back, and then we talked for an hour more anyway.
Yeah, that was the crazy thing, because whenever he hopped back in, like we had to fill him in, then it caused another conversation. Was like, okay, well.
So you never know with these kind of things.
Yo, seriously though, thank you guys, everybody, for coming. You guys are awesome. We are on our first episode of Season 2 of the Game Talk podcast, where the conversation between your friends while you're gaming is put into a podcast, and that's what this is all about. You know, we've been working on this for a while now. We've sort of, I mean, I had the channel made a while ago, but we wanted to know when a good time was to come over here and get it started. And it just so happened that the last podcast ended on my gaming channel, and it just, you know, it was the proper way of ending it, I think, for Season 1. And I hope you guys really do enjoy Season 2. I really do, because Season 2, we were talking about the kind of content we want to make here, and we're not exactly sure what we want to do. You know, it's all fresh again. We're starting new. And we have a even bigger audience than we did prior. I mean, 21 of you guys consistently watched tonight, which is pretty damn good. So if you guys
that's partner status on Twitch.
Pretty much. If you guys can, though, honestly, thumbs up this stream. Let us know down in the comments below. What do you guys think? Give us ideas of what you want to talk about. If you want to be a part of the rotation for our 4th member, it's going to be a rotating 4th member slot. Just let me know, or hit these other two up on Twitter at Rambo or at Geek Essentials, and myself as Brimstone. You guys, we will do our best to get back to you and let you know, hey, you know, we'll get back to you and let you know if whether or not you could be in on a rotation for that week, or the following. I don't think we're going to really cap it, are we, guys, as far as rotation goes?
No.
No, hell no.
Because we have the rotation slot, and then we're going to have a special guest slot. So that's going to leave room open for two people that want to debate to come on and debate their shit out. So there's definitely options for that.
So you could technically use the Game Talk crew as like a debate moderator team, like Slash will give you some our input too.
Yeah. Oh, definitely. Right? I mean, if you want to, like, because how, like tonight, I know Halo just brought it up, but the debate happened between Dealer Gaming and Oh No, it's Alex on Fame and 2K's channel. Y'all can actually, if y'all are looking for a debate, y'all can definitely like do that here, and we can host it, and even being in part of the topic as well.
And the important part when we debate with people, we actually, or at least I know I do, I hang on to the words very carefully. I am very, very, very particular in how people use their words in the middle of debating. I'm not perfect myself, but when it comes to debating, and if I'm paying attention to what's going on, I'll do my best to, debate accordingly. I don't want to sit there and use personal opinions when it comes to facts. Rambo's the same way. Me and Rambo have gone back and forth before. And that was on a few podcasts a while back where we were going back and forth, and not once did we, well, this is what I think because this is my opinion. No, we try to go back and forth with actual facts. We'll share information, and we'll come to an understanding. And I think that's a good, healthy debate. I think that's what should be happening. That's where you gotta let your ego go pretty much and be willing to say, "Hey, you won," or "Hey, let's agree to disagree."
Admit you're wrong.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, with debates, it's like if y'all are all, I know not a lot of people that we watch or that watch us at least, but there's a lot of people that in the community that likes to go into these quote unquote debates, but it's more about like who's going to argue the loudest, and those aren't debates. Those are, I mean, they're just really not. Like that's a debate is definitely, a debate is definitely just on the facts and the facts alone. Your personal opinion cannot be brought into a debate. You'll never. Once your personal opinion gets brought into it, it's definitely going to be just nothing but an argument because personal opinions differ, and there's no way to say one opinion's righter than the other.
Hey, thanks, Michael Z. We really appreciate it. Like I said, we've been working on this channel for some time now. So, like, if you guys like Season 2 so far and how it's starting off, please leave that thumbs up. Secondly, I will have the overlay to that one individual that helped us out on Twitter. I will post your link in next episode, and we're gonna end this with the possibilities of Peter contracting AIDS over the internet while fondling himself and choking himself at the same time.
It's always got to be me. What the fuck?
I'm excited it's not me this time. Congrats, Peter. High fucking five.
And if I was you, I'd stay away from Cyrus because Cyrus is capable of doing that shit over the internet too.